Welcome back to Nick's Garage. It's time for an update on the 1970 Charger RT project. This classic muscle car came to Nick's in terrible shape after Stephane found the car and saved it from further decay. The Charger will need a ton of work to become the dream that Stephane has in mind. But Nick is confident he can pull another one from the jaws of the Crusher.
So it's been some time. I've come to the body shop where the Charger is, which we used to call it Swiss cheese, which is no longer Swiss cheese because George has got a lot of metalwork redone on it. So we came to see him, pay a visit, see how far it's done, and at the same time I want to show you viewers how far it's going. In the meantime, I've got the engine we're working on the shop, and right now, let's put an update on the Charger 1970. Oh wow, there it is. It's starting to look like a car. George, how you doing?
Good. What's up, Nick? How are you?
Okay, very good. I came to see how this Charger's coming along. What do you?
Oh, Charger's coming along. We're at the end stages. We're actually welding it together right now.
Okay.
Quarters are welded to the wheelhouses. Trunk floor, obviously. The drop-offs are all welded. Last week we got the rear valance in and those quarter extensions. Those were a nightmare.
They were a nightmare, right?
They did not fit.
You know what? You got an old car. You got a lot of new pieces. Do you think it's gonna feel like a glove? I don't really think so.
Oh, it never.
And I'm sure you found some corners that gave you some difficulties.
You've been doing this a long time.
I know.
Whenever you hear bolt on, is it ever a bolt on?
Not really. Not really.
So what we did here is, initially when we started to fit it, we were fitting well up at the corner on the top, but we were missing about a ½ inch at the bottom.
Okay.
It was a simple fix. We cut it, we extended the flange, and then we built a bridge, and then from that bridge we actually grafted in another section to it. Both actually became identical. Dimensionally, they were both off the same.
Okay.
Everything else was good. The rear valance fits very, very well.
So you're telling me right now these quarter panels are welded on?
Yes, they are.
They are. And the trunk lid is in place.
Trunk lid is in place. The lines are pretty well all there. We will open the gaps just a little bit at the end on the finishing.
Okay.
George has been busy since we last brought the camera to his shop, and the results are fantastic.
I remember seeing this car without a rear end completely
You should
off.
see how good it looks underneath right now.
Okay, and I noticed that you, repaired the same rear finish panel.
We have the same rear finish panel. We
Yes.
repaired it.
I
Remember
couldn't-
how it was?
at
You
the
must
top.
have pictures of it.
Yes, at the time I was trying to find one, I couldn't.
Yes, so we repaired it. We have a very nice tail panel right now.
Good. This had a lot of dings in it, eh, George?
This one was rusted.
Okay, here it
This
is.
was very rusted.
This was
Done a lot of repair on it.
This was in bad shape, right?
Yeah, this was really bad. Right now it's in pretty decent shape.
There it is.
Now it's in place.
Okay.
I mean, it's not lined up, but it's in place. It will fit perfectly. All the welds, these are all the original spot welds that I drilled out.
Okay.
And I'll weld it back in the original place again.
Good stuff, man. Good.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a nice car. Good. I mean, it's not in place 100%. But
It's good.
The lines are fitting good. Everything is just going into place.
Okay.
It's going to be gorgeous.
There you have it. Wow, a lot of metal work, man. Man, there's a lot of metal work on this
Yeah,
one.
well, there's going to be a lot of finishing too, but
Great
you know
work,
what?
George.
A little patience, panel at a time, one panel at a time.
Anyways, you've been dealing with metal all your life, so you know the in and outs.
Yeah, I like doing the metal.
Good stuff. Okay.
Self of accomplishment in there once you finish up with it, you know? It's looking good, it's fitting good. And Stephane's going to have one hell of a nice car.
Yeah, I know that. So let's get it painted.
Yeah.
All right.
That's our next, that's where we're heading. We put too much work into it to damage it now.
I know. I couldn't find another one.
No, it's okay. This one's perfect. I mean, look, it's got a little
I knew
dents,
you-
got patches and repairs, but nothing's gonna show at the end.
I knew you could fix it.
We're gonna do a little bit more refining, but right now it's a solid piece, and no rust on it whatsoever. And you know, it'll last another 30, 40 years. I'm gonna pick it up and I'll give you a look at what's going on underneath and how it's being welded together.
Floor pans, floor extensions, quarter panels, rear deck, wow, rear valance, corner pieces. You also fixed the frame rail, you got the roof on, floor pans are in place, wow. You know, this is not a 1970 Dodge Charger, this is a 2022 Dodge Charger, you guys. You know that, eh? This is a 2022, but the doors were solid, eh?
Yeah, doors are beautiful. They took some small patches on the two corners.
Nice.
But aside from that, they're nice, nice doors.
Let's take a look underneath.
So this is my drop off, welded to my trunk floor, welded to my quarter panel. The fit is near perfect. There's no gaps or spaces between the two metals, and it follows itself along everywhere. This car is fitting really, really nice. It didn't happen on its own. It had a little help, but we had decent panels to work with. We had enough to make a really nice car out of it. And I'm sure by the time it's all said and done and we have all this in one color or primer, or it's just gonna look stunning.
I'm really, really surprised because you've done a
look how
lot.
nice everything fits.
It's all lined up nice and straight.
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
this
no
out, eh?
gaps, no nothing. It's just
It's nothing like-
well fitted.
It's nothing like a new piece of metal.
Yeah,
Beautiful, beautiful. I see you fixed the frame rail.
yeah.
Nice.
You remember the frame rail was all gone?
Yeah.
It's all been done. Same gauge steel,
And the frame rails were solid except for one spot only.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
and there wasn't a water accumulation for some reason. Maybe when they were flexing and bending the metal to make the rails, by bending steel, you tend to make it thinner in some
Okay,
places.
that's right.
So probably it was a little bit thinner there, and a little bit of mud, a little bit of dirt. The car has history. We don't know its whole history.
After all, it is 1970.
Exactly.
It's over what? It's over 50 years old.
Yeah.
So this is coming out really nice.
Yeah,
Really
this is
surprised.
looking really nice. And all my fitting, I'm gonna lower it down. We saw the bottom.
And there's a trunk lid I picked up in Carlisle. Wheel extension on the housings, that's been replaced. Floor pan, trunk lid, wow, so many pieces. These are the same unit, the same pieces. God, there's a lot of metal work. And check this out, we've converted to a 4-speed right there. We installed a hump. And then you just gotta weld the roof back on right now.
Well,
eh?
that's gonna be the last piece.
Okay.
I'm about 90% done welding the quarters. I still have to do small touch-ups and stuff like that. And then we're gonna move along to the drip rails and the roof.
Wow. And you know what?
And the
looking
the most challenging one is at the end, we're gonna end up tackling that hood and we're gonna reconstruct the inner layer of that hood.
Do the best you can and fix that
I'm
hood.
sure it'll come out real nicely.
Even Stephane agreed with me.
So even here, if you notice how well it's fitting,
Nice.
the gaps are all fitting nice. This whole car has been massaged into place. All the lines are really, really well. We didn't leave gaps and tried to hide the sealers and stuff
Okay.
like that. We're building a nice car.
They sure are building a nice car. And it's all the more incredible when you remember what they started with.
When do you think it's going to be ready? Not that I'm pushing you. I don't
No,
want to push
I know.
Because you know,
I'd say, look, I'd be honest with you, we've had a few delays. We had vacation, this and that.
I know.
I'd say we should be at paint sometime roughly by Christmas, maybe. a little
I was
before
just
that.
about to say that.
Maybe a little before that.
Cool. Because you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at after you've done with it and painted. Boy, we got a lot of pieces to put
Oh
on.
my God, yes.
I am piling, accumulating pieces every day for this Charger.
I'm sure. There's a lot of parts that belong to the
Oh,
car.
I know.
You know?
And we're doing some changes on it. He's going with a 6-pack. He's going with a
That's the fun-
4-speed.
But that's also the fun part.
I
The
know.
car is all really nice and
Of
shiny.
course.
And
He wants his
you know,
personal touch.
every part that you add just changes the car. It just goes one step further, closer to completion.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. You can lower it down. And my gaps are there.
The gaps are there.
We'll re-massage it a little
Nice.
bit.
Oh, it looks
At
pretty
the
good
end,
as it
yeah,
is.
it looks really good.
You know, they were not this nice back in 1970.
No, they were not.
Okay.
But then again,
Well, you're gonna do the
they
best
were
you can.
assembled in an assembly line, and we're assembling by hand. Okay, piece by piece. So yeah, we're fitting it all together. This car is fitting really, really nice. It's gonna have beautiful lines.
Good. After all, a 70 Charger is a sharp-looking car.
It's a beautiful car.
Man, here we go, you guys. You guys want to see an update
I'm sure
on the
that
Charger.
every single viewer would love to have one at home.
Oh yeah, second generation Charger in the Mopar world is a very, very favorite car.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. And you know, it's unreal how many people love these cars. And I've told Stephane you could always buy a car turnkey for less than what it's costing you to build this car. And he goes, no, I want this one.
My experience, Nick, tells me that you're right. You can buy it for less, but you just don't know what's below the paint.
But I gotta tell you something else. He also has a conversation piece. You know, you can go to a car show after it's done. When he takes you to car shows, he has a lot to talk about. From day
That's
one,
right.
when he bought the car,
That's right.
tearing it down, meeting you here, going through this, stripping the car, putting it together. So
All
he's
the
got
surprises we found.
yes, all this surprise, and now he knows the whole car from scratch.
Right, that's
And
what
he-
I'm saying.
And he's come here a few times to see the car.
Yes, he has. That's what I'm saying is that you buy a car turnkey, unless the guy's going to give you the 3,000 pictures and step by
it's
step.
not the same.
It's
not
very
the same.
rare.
It's not the same.
Most of the cars, my experience, I've been doing this a long time, like you, Nick. I brought cars in, and you know, when we start really dissecting and looking at them, they're not all that well put together.
It's nothing like, you know, when you start from scratch like Stephane.
Absolutely not.
There we go. So
In this
he's-
case, when it's bare metal, there's nothing to hide. It's either well done or it's not. This is going to be a good car, a top quality car, and I'm sure Stephane's going to be proud. He's going to enjoy this car.
And he's gonna have a lot of stories to say about
Absolutely.
it because
Absolutely.
look at this. He's seeing it from a skeleton and then come to life after when we finish with
Remember
it.
when the first time when we had it on the lift and we
There was nothing
named
there.
it Swiss cheese?
Yeah, Swiss cheese. Now we no longer call it Swiss cheese.
No.
What do you wanna call it now?
Name. I have no idea.
We'll come up
Right
with that.
now, we're gonna probably call it Black Beauty because that's where it's heading.
Okay, there you go, folks. It's gonna be a black beauty.
Yeah.
It is. After all, it is gonna be painted black.
Yeah, I think this car is gonna
I
be
think-
so sharp with that
I
red,
think it's gonna be
with
sharp.
that red stripe in the back.
Oh yeah, red bumblebee stripe.
Oh my God, it's gonna be beautiful.
I've got a die cast, a black Charger
I know.
with
I
a red.
saw it at your shop.
Oh yeah, and I showed it to Stephane. He goes, there it is. That's it. So we're gonna work on this.
That's where Stephane got his inspiration.
Yes, he did. You know, some people get in a vision from a diecast or a model,
Absolutely.
and then they buy the real thing, and they say, well, Nick, tear it down and do this, and that's what they want.
Yeah. This panel was right
the-
below the rear filler panel.
And this came from the car.
This was originally welded to the car, and it was all original welds. I have no doubt in my mind that this is an original piece.
It is an original
This
piece.
is what's left over of it.
And you had someone make a piece.
Yes, we made a piece just like it. It's actually been welded in right now.
And you know this is not sold, eh? They don't
No, it's
reproduce
not
this
sold. We still don't know what it's for.
I don't know.
I honestly
And
don't
there's
know
nothing
what
in there.
purpose. No,
I have no idea either.
no.
Maybe-
We just don't know what purpose it serves.
I'm sure our viewers are going to tell us.
I'm
So
sure they will.
When you read the comments, someone's going to have the
I'm
answer.
sure they will. There was a small bracket here, which I would say is a support for the rear filler panel.
Okay.
Again, it's so small and flimsy, it can only offer so much support. The real support on that panel is actually because it's welded in and it's all the creases and the bends. So if the viewers can tell us what it is, that would be good information to have and we will know for the future.
You know who would have the answer to that? For beat bodies only. They would have the answer to that.
Oh yeah?
So if they're watching this video, they're going to answer me, and I hope.
Let's hope we find out what it's for.
I hope so, because I have no idea. But you had somebody make this in town, the
Yeah,
same piece.
we had it made and they did a really great job. It was identical to this.
Identical. And I looked it up. I couldn't find it anywhere.
No, it's just, like I said, I'm baffled as to what it really does.
Well, you
or
know
what
what?
purpose it was there for.
I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Either way,
It's done.
we have a
It's put
new
on,
piece. It's actually installed, Nick.
and you're still holding on to it.
Well, I held on for this video.
Okay, good stuff.
So the new piece is installed.
Oh,
And it's
there
in
it is.
place.
Way
Yeah.
up there. Wow,
And it's
there
in
it is.
place. Again, I don't know what it's for, other than maybe it's a part stiffener
Check
and part
that out.
support.
It's a custom-made piece in Montreal, of course, made out of only sheet metal. Look at it. It's identical to the piece we took off. That's a great job, George.
Yeah.
That is a great
it's
job.
coming along this.
You know, like we always said, you guys, if you can't find it, make it,
Yeah.
find a way to do it. You know, with
Absolutely.
today's technology, you can do anything you want.
Many times we have no other choices,
Good for you, man.
you know?
Good for you.
A little bit of patience, perseverance, you stick to it, and you know what? Eventually you get it right.
So when you get it done, I got to make a spot in my shop, so we're going to start putting it all together.
Yes, sir.
George, it was a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming and seeing us.
And,
Thank you for coming and giving us your input on this charger, and we'll just keep going along, and we're going to finish off the welding and start putting that roof in, and at that point, like I said, then we're going to start the finishing on the car while I attack that hood and try to rebuild that lower liner. So this is what we have. Not really much, but
I'm sure you can fix that.
well, we're gonna have no choice because everything that you showed me is just wasted money. This is probably in better shape than what they're offering us.
Sometimes, you know,
I understand that you told me that the hood is not available in reproduction.
No, it's not available.
So because it's not available, we're gonna end up having to fix the same hood.
We did find a few used ones in the worse shape than this.
And I'm sure the viewers will be impressed when we finish it. It will be all metal. We're not the type of shop that likes to fill things, so we'll do our best. I'm sure we'll have a really nice hood out of this.
Nice. I can't wait to see it get done.
Yeah. When Dodge or Ford or GM were building cars in the 60s and the 70s, they weren't really priming inner panels. That's what happened to that panel for the back. So inside is bare metal, the humidity gets to it, it starts rusting from the inside out. This car coming from the Gulf of Mexico, we know we have salt air. I've seen it before. It's, you know, it's rusting from the bones out.
That's right.
And that's how we're seeing it like that now.
And you know what really surprised me is we got the original fenders, inner fenders, firewall.
Yep.
It's good. And the firewall is converted to a non-AC. And now we're going back to AC. Aftermarket Classic Auto Air is going to be installed with a 6-pack. We're going with a
This car is
6-pack.
just going to be amazing.
It is a matching motor, so we're going with a 6-pack with AC. So, and this custom Classic Auto Air is going to be also designed to work with a 6-pack.
You know, Nick, at our age right now, air conditioning is important. We drive these cars in the summer. They get hot inside.
Yeah.
A little comfort doesn't hurt anymore.
I did remember mentioning that. Who needs AC?
Okay?
And then I read the comments going, Nick, you need AC.
Everybody
Maybe.
said the same thing.
Yeah.
I told you.
Don't forget, I love the heat. Don't get me wrong. But
Well, I love the heat too, but I don't mind a little AC in the summer.
you know, I have my Hellcat. I've used the AC in 6 years. I've used it twice.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Only twice.
You know, Nick, I'm like you. I like the windows down.
Yeah, absolutely.
you know?
I love the breeze.
Yeah.
But let me just correct some of our viewers that we live in Canada. We don't live down south in the States
No,
where it's
no.
nice and very hot.
No.
So I understand them needing AC. That's
right.
That's a for sure they need it.
That's right.
Okay.
Even these fenders, although they're very, very nice, they did take some repair.
They had a lot of dings in it.
They had a lot of things. We still have this wave here, but we're ready for it. We just haven't gotten to it. We wanted to actually mount the fender and make sure it's secure before we start moving the metal out so we don't distort the fender in any other places.
Okay.
The lower section of the fenders, both of them, have been rebuilt. If you take
Oh,
your camera,
yes, I remember.
I haven't primed it yet, but you can see how well it's done underneath. We rebuilt everything. It's looking really, really good. The fenders are going to obviously have to come off and get sanded and cleaned and reprimed before we start doing anything. But I mean, it's there. It's giving us a guideline. We're getting our body lines in place. That's what helped us, you know, place the quarters or weld the quarters in place. We know the quarters are in the right place, and the lines are all there. So this car is going to actually fit together very nice, and it's going to look pretty good. Black is beautiful.
It's got another dink
Yeah,
right
well,
here.
this was all smashed, Nick.
I noticed. I remember.
I took out the intersection, the supports,
to get
so I
inside.
could get access to dolly this straight. It's pretty straight right now. Then I put back all the paneling. It's a nice fender.
Yeah, oh, by the way, I spoke to Stephane. He wants the torque boxes welded on.
We're talking torque boxes or frame connectors?
Torque boxes.
Okay.
Not frame connectors.
Okay, you'll get me the torque
I'll
boxes.
get you the torque boxes.
That's fine.
They're an easy installation.
That's fine.
Nothing will be in your way.
We're going to flip the car anyways to
Yeah.
work on the bottom,
No
so that's the
problem.
time we're going to get
It's
it
very easy,
set up.
very easy.
Very good.
And the way Chrysler did it, they were welded on after.
After what we've gone through with this car, I think the torque boxes are going to be a joke.
That's what he wanted. He mentioned it yesterday. But I'm sure
that's good.
I'm happy that the torque panels are welded in place in the rear section, whole floor pan. All the whole floor pan is in place.
Yeah,
now.
you remember the rail? Whole section was missing. Look at that
remember.
Rail. Look at that rail now.
I know. I remember.
And that's before any finishing, before anything. It's just on the metal and the weld.
Oh, you know what? This car went through a lot. Anyways, you brought it back to life. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a nice car.
I love it. I just love it. What did Stephane see? You know, what did Stephane say when he came here yesterday?
He was loving it. He was so happy. He was so happy. He was telling me about other places having problems fitting these panels. We didn't really have a lot of problems. We started out right.
Wow, you've been through this so many times.
We placed the doors, placed the fenders. The quarters had to go in their location. This car is actually fitting straight. You can see my rocker line between the door and the rocker. That's straight. The other side, same thing. So once you have that line straight, you already have a guideline in the template where everything should fit.
All right, looking good. It's looking good. So I'll pay another visit in a few weeks or so.
Please do.
See an update on it.
Please do.
And here's the update on our Charger, you guys. And you know, this will be done on it. You know, a lot of guys will have to wait a long time to get this job done. You know, because a lot of shops are telling me, other body shops are telling me, like, wait a year or two to bring it in. But thank you that you took it right away. It gives me a chance to finish it off, hopefully by the summer, because, you know, we have a lot of pieces to put together after you finish painting it. I wanted to get it done, believe me, because I've got a few cars I've got to get done, and this is one I'm looking forward to. So there you have you guys on Nick's Garage. Thank you for watching us, and watching us here on the update on the Dodge Charger that belongs to Stephane. Thank you.
Beautiful.
It's that time again. It's mail time.
All right, welcome to Nick's Garage. And you know, it's been a while since I've done mail time. I've got a few packages, and of course, this is one of my favorite parts. You know, it's hard to catch up on my shop. You know, we got so many work to do. I'm working alone right now, and I got a few projects to do. But over the holidays, George gave me a good hand on helping out on the office. We had so many boxes that we couldn't move in the office. So what George did, during my holidays, he went up and took every letter out of every box, and he filed them into these books. And you know what? He did a great job, I have to admit. You know, he saved me a lot of space. And you know, I never realized how many letters, and I should say, every box came with a letter. And he saved them all, put them in all these packages, and I still save them. So George, I want to give a big thank you for this. You got a lot of space in my office, and this makes it very neat. So every time we have a viewer that comes into our shop as a visitor, I show them all the letters that come in from around the world. And this is very unique, this is very special to me. And there's no way on earth I was gonna throw them out. Yes, we threw out the boxes, but the letters, we saved them, and of course, all the gifts that my viewers have given me. All right, so we're gonna start opening up a few boxes, or should I say mail. We're gonna start with Canada, our local mail. And here we go. This one's from Eric from Pianitan Lake, British Columbia. Okay, Eric, let's see what you've got us. This is very well secured, and it's very heavy on top of that. Have I ever been to British Columbia? No, never been there. No, never been there. I'd love to visit that one day. I like to take the train and go all the way to the West Coast and see the Rocky Mountains on top of that. One day when I retire. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Oh, wow. Oh, we got original shop manuals that I always loved. Okay, 67. No, I don't have this one. This is one of my favorite books, you guys. Motors Auto Repair Manual. This one I don't have. 67, that's an older one. And what do we got here? Let's check it out. Here's another one from 1972. Do I have this one? I'm not so sure. Nice, nice. You know, it's always good to have, well, I might have this one, I'm not sure. But this one here, 1967, I sure do not have it. And this one's gonna be very useful for my shop. Eric from BC, thank you very much, Eric. I appreciate this. You know, there's lots of good information in these books, you guys. You want to do a tune-up, torque specs, anything you want. And this is what I call the Bible. There you go. And somebody made a comment where I get my shop manuals. Well, I haven't bought one for many, many years. I don't see them around anymore. But the latest issues I've got are all from viewers that they sent to me, whatever that, for the past years. So I got to thank my viewers, you guys. I have not seen them on for sale anymore. But thanks to you guys, I get it from you. Thank you. All right, we're done with Canada. Let's go check now where's the next one from. Let's find out. And this one's from Amazon. That could be from anywhere. Okay, let's check a look. And this is a flag, and this is a gift from Matt McGraw from Forest Lake, Minnesota, USA. These flags just keep coming in. It never ends. I believe this is a flag from Minnesota, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. The state of Minnesota. Okay, here we go. There it is. There you go. Matt, thank you very much, Matt. There you go. From the good old USA. Thank you. There we go. We got to put this in. Like I said, every letter is kept. So this one's from Matt from Minnesota, sending us a Minnesota flag. And there we go. All piled up in all these books. Yep, so many beautiful letters from our viewers. Sometimes I read them twice. And there's so much to read. And it's all good news, positive news. Special thanks to you guys. And this is from Warren from the state of Texas. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Wow, check this out. Challenger nameplate. Wow, a whole bunch of nameplates for a Challenger. Oh, here's a quarter panel rear molding. Very nice. Nice, that's a nice spare piece I could keep for my car. And what else do we have? Let's check a look. And these are brand new pieces, you guys. Look. Let's check it out, see what it is. Oh, I gotta see this. This is unique. All right. Wow, the RT badges. Yeah, these are not cheap, let me tell you. Very nice. Nice. Yeah, it's all about Kawasaki. Here's another one. This is the Challenger nameplate. There we go. Challenger. Yeah. There you go. I got a nice spare. Warren, thank you very much, Warren. I'll keep them in my office. You never know, I might use them one day. Actually, sometimes I got a dream about building another Challenger. So in the meantime, thank you, Warren. Thank you very much. And this one's from Jeff from Indianapolis, Indiana. All right. From Indy. That's where the name Indy Auto comes from. Yes, sir. I named it after that city. Nick, I've been a loyal viewer of your channel for about a year and a half. I have a bit newer car, but as you have said in the past, every car has the same principles: spark, fuel, and air. Please accept this small token from my hometown. Indy Auto deserves a flag worthy of the name. Thank you again for all the time and effort that it takes to make a quality channel. Thanks, George. It's also including you, George. Much respect, Jeff Ferris. Jeff, thank you very much. And I presume we have the flag here with the Indy 500. Here we go. Wow, this is a very, very colorful flag. Okay, here we go. There it is. Thank you, Jeff. So we're gonna put the name on your flag also. Matter of fact, there's one right there. Welcome, race fans. Jeff, thank you very much. I just gotta find time and place to hang up all these flags. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much from Indianapolis. Okay, and this one here is from Greg from North Carolina, Charlotte. Oh, this is Greg. I met him down in Carlisle. Wow, I know what he got me. I know exactly what he got me. Yeah, he's with Hendricks Motorsports in North Carolina. Charlotte, he's involved with NASCAR all his life. Talk about race engines. You have to see the facilities this guy works with. There it is. I knew it. I gave him one of my caps in Carlisle, and now he sends me one of his. 300 Hendricks wins. I didn't know that. Wow. Cool, man. Nice. This is nice. Thank you. Greg, thank you very much, Greg. All the way from North Carolina. I gave him my only cap I had in Carlisle, and then he goes, I'll tell you what. You take I told him, you know what? I told him I'll give you my cap that was in my car, and then when he gets back home, he's going to send me his cap. And now we're even. We both have each other's cap. Greg, thank you very much. From NASCAR World. And here's another one from, I believe this is from the good old USA again. And this is from New York, from Robert. Robert from New York. Okay, Robert, what did you get us here? Oh, here's the letter. Right away, we see the letter. I hope you'll enjoy this TAC dual meter as much as I did when I ran my repair shop in Texas many years ago. My shop was old school as your current shop is being run right now. I believe you'll have need for this snap-on tack and dwell meter in the future. Future, I could sure use it today. Therefore, I feel it is necessary to send this to you. Please enjoy using this piece of test equipment as required. Bob, thank you very much, from Clinton Corners, New York. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Wow, this is cool. I remember when I used to work at the dealership. I seen it. Never seen one again in my life. Wow, this is neat, man. This is neat. Check it out. Tack and dwell meter from Snap-on. You don't see these anymore, and I sure don't think they make them anymore. This is beautiful. Bob, this is very unique, Bob. Very, very special. You know what? I will use it. Don't worry. Check it out. RPM, dwell, RPM, 8,000 cylinders. Wow, this is cool. This is cool. Wow. This is a piece of history. But you know what? I could still sure use it. And this one's a lot nicer than the one I got. This is beautiful. Bob, thank you very much. I appreciate it, from New York. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. This is old school. You better believe it. This is very, very nice. We save every letter that comes with every gift. There we go. There we go. That's very special. Isn't this special, you guys? Check this out. Old school for sure. And one more, and this is from Down Under, Australia. Here we go. And this one is from Nicholas. Yeah, we have a lot of viewers in Australia. Here we go. Okay, almost looking for a letter. Oh, there it is. Okay, he's like myself, handwritten. Okay, here it goes to Nick. I watch your channel religiously and love it. Here is a West Australian flag where I come from. Stay safe, Nick. Nicole, thank you very much, buddy. All right. Here it is. Okay, I got to put his name on it right now. Nicholas from Down Under. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. God, the book's getting filled up pretty quick, George. Thank you. Another one to the book. So we just did mail time. Sorry for being late on the opening up the packages. I want to say thank you for all you guys for watching us here on Mail Time on Nick's Garage. Thank you till next time. And you guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I love you all. Thank you very much. Thank you from Nick's Garage. And you guys, if you look down below the video, we have a whole bunch of merchandise that you guys can buy. So whatever you like, buy it, love it, wear it, and enjoy it. And help spread the word of Nick's Garage. And if you have some time, check out our Patreon page. We have extra content, and you guys can watch it and take it from there. And we'll see you next time.